frog in the throat. Welcome, and it's great to have you here. Happy Thanksgiving time. If you are in the United States, it is Thanksgiving time. So happy Thanksgiving ting. Yes, I just saw Pete M's comment says, interesting to see how you run a Survivor Series match. The few times I've done it, it takes a long time. This will probably take a long time. I probably should not have booked as many matches as I did on the card. But there's only 3 people on either side. So hopefully it won't take too incredibly long. Welcome, everybody. Great to have you here. We are going to start by giving a big shout out to our Patreon patrons. These are the 5 folks who make the videos on this channel possible. Huge shout out to every Patreon patron, and a special shout out to our patron producers, Dorothy Pachoco, Eve Cunning, Kathy Crawford, Andrew Calcagno, Tony Urbano, Brandy, David Akers, Scott Armstrong, and Vicky Sebring. If you would like to support this channel and the other fun content from Saturday Morning Media, head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media. Well, we're going to start with a women's match. These are the 2 lowest ranked women's wrestlers. So I decided to put them together against each other. Yeah, hopefully this evening won't go on forever and ever and ever, but I thought it would be a fun little Thanksgiving thing to do a Survivor Series match in the main event. And the Powers of Pain and the Midnight Express have been embrattled in a huge feud. So let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. And it looks like Nora Greenwald is going to start things off with a choice C. Her agility is a 0. Going to go for that. This will work on a 7 or less. 4. It does work. Francine in trouble right out the gate. Hurt 2. Nora Greenwald into the turnbuckle. Tosses Francine into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Nora with a somersault neckbreaker on Francine. She is down. She is going to leave the ring. Continue to fight, but you grab him and smash him into the announcer's table. The referee may disqualify you. Will Francine get disqualified? No. She throws her back in, rolls on level 3, goes, not going to go for a death jump. Nora has a but will hit a big stunner on Nora Greenwald, and she is hurt. Francine in control now. Hair pull on Nora Greenwald, and she is dazed. And Francine with a crossbody block, but it's an agility move. Nora sidesteps it, hits a somersault neckbreaker on Francine. She is hurt. Here comes Nora coming back. Choke on the ropes to Francine. Francine hurt 2. Rolling neck snap 2 on Francine, and she is down. And bridging reverse cradle 3 choice G. So it'll be a death jump or a power move. She's going to go for the power move. This will work on a 10 or less. The roll's a 5. It does work. Francine in trouble. Hurt 2. Nora Greenwald choke on the ropes. Hurt 2. Choke on the ropes 2, just continuing to choke her right on the ropes. Snap suplex 3 on Francine, and she is down. And there is the flipping seated senton. Now let me see, roll 1 die. On a roll of 6, Nora misses, and the roll is a 3. So this will hit a big +2. So the target starting off is going to be 6, and the roll is a 2. And that is it with the flipping seated senton is Nora Greenwald. She picks up the victory. Oops, I don't want to do that. Let me make this smaller here. And I see that the roll ended in doubles. Do we really want to start a feud between Francine and Nora Greenwald? Salvador America's here. Welcome. So Nora Greenwald wins, and that is a flipping seated senton. Into a pin, and it was not a squash. I'll give it 1 star. It wasn't anything fancy, and I don't think I'm gonna roll on the feud table because, really, why? All right, so we have a tag match coming up next, and this tag match is the Mulkeys versus the New Age Outlaws. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, these are the two. I just closed the wrong window. Hold on one second here. These are the two lowest ranked tag teams. The Mulkeys, obviously. But the New Age Outlaws have not really been able to pick up any sort of traction here in Hollywood Elite Wrestling. It's funny because, during the Attitude Era, I was a huge wrestling fan. Just a crazy, huge wrestling fan. I think the Pit Bulls were special edition cards. Yeah, that's what Jay ever said. They're their own 2-card set. Yeah. So they'll probably be on the website underneath special edition cards. Anyway, as I was going to say, I was a huge fan in the Attitude Era. I mean, holy cow. I would watch religiously during the Monday Night Wars and all that. And I love the New Age Outlaws. But when I'm playing this game, I don't use them. I use them in their black and white versions, but not. I don't use them in any color fed except for here in Hollywood Elite Wrestling. All right, enough chit chat. Let's Randy versus Kip. Start things off. Ring the bell. Look at that. Randy taking the initiative with a drop kick, but it's an agility move. So Kip just easily steps out of the way and is going to throw Randy into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Jackhammer 3 on Randy Mulkey. He is down. Kip James tosses Randy Mulkey out of the ring, and he crawls helplessly back in. Kip James with a press slam choice H. Gonna go for the death jump. The New Age Outlaws just toying with the Mulkeys here. Big clothesline from the tops. Kip James going to tag in BG James, and he is going to toss Randy Mulkey out of the ring. And in order to meet the referee's count, crawls helplessly back in. BG James rolls on level 3. Big DDT on Randy Mulkey, and he is hurt. BG James follows that up with a forearm smash on Randy Mulkey, and he is down. BG James locks in a sleeper on Randy Mulkey. Hurt too. BG James, choice B. Gonna go for into the turnbuckle since he has a turnbuckle rating of C. Crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. And there's a James Gang pounce on Randy Mulkey. Down 3. He's not going to leave the ring. He probably should. Kick to the chest 2. Hurt 2. BG James with the James Gang pounce again. Down 3. Kip James going to tag in now and roll on level 3 offense. And there's the standing leg drop, ladies and gentlemen. And let me just see. In tag team matches, if the opponent has at least 3 fatigue tokens, they may instead use... okay, so they're not going to do that, but that's a finisher. And that is it with the standing leg drop. Poor Bill Mulkey didn't even get to tag in. So that will be Kip James beating Randy Mulkey with the standing leg drop into a pin. And yeah, that was a squash if there ever was one. So victory there for the New Age Outlaws. Now our next match, if you have been following along, you know that Alexis Smirnoff attacked the Patriot, and then Sergeant Slaughter beat Alexis Smirnoff, and I thought a fun match to put together would be Ivan Koloff versus Sergeant Slaughter, as Slaughter says he is just going to defeat all the Russians in Hollywood Elite Wrestling. And so I'm not using the newer version, you know, the newer card we just got of Ivan Koloff. The New Age Outlaws have done well in my Fed. They make runs for the title, get a shot, then usually come up short. I think they might have been champions. Oops. Hold on. I think my website is updated enough. Oh, maybe they weren't champs. They were in it though, but they were not. Apparently they were not the champions. Anyway, okay. There you go. All right, Sergeant Slaughter versus Ivan Koloff. We're going to ring the bell. Ivan Koloff going to start off here with an elbow smash, an agility move. Sarge has the agility, so he hits a big gut buster on Ivan Koloff. Look at this. Koloff rolling his pin right away. 3 is the target. The roll's a 10. 1 fatigue for Ivan Koloff. Sergeant Slaughter locks in the Cobra Clutch. +3. Is this going to be it? Holy cow. The target is 7. The roll is 6. Sergeant Slaughter just plowing through every single Russian here in. Holy cow. Talk about a squash. I mean, I don't even have to ask. That was a squash with the Cobra Clutch. Holy moly. Cobra Clutch submission. And Sergeant Slaughter with the victory. And after that, he just shouts, hey, Nikolai Volkov, you're next. Nikolai Volkov, you're next, maggot. I can't do a Sergeant Slaughter impersonation, so there you go. All right, so Sergeant Slaughter with a victory, and it is time for our main event, ladies and gentlemen. This one should be interesting. This is the Powers of Pain. Jason... you may want to plug your ears for a second. I'm going to give a spoiler because you asked about that other video. I will give a spoiler in 3, 2. The Powers of Pain are still the tag team champions. But just I thought this would be a fun kind of little match to put together. Let me see. I just need a card. I write notes on these little cards, but I need a card to, because I just have a feeling I'm going to need to track some stuff here. So please bear with me for a moment. Who's traveling for Thanksgiving and who is just staying home? We are staying home here. Let's see, Barbarian, Warlord, Mr. Fuji. And actually, since it's just my wife and I don't cook because my wife is a vegan. I mean, I do cook, but my wife is a vegan, so I don't cook a whole turkey. So actually, there's a local barbecue place that does, like, for $105 or something. It's like you can choose 2 meats and 2 sides and all this other stuff. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton, Dennis Condrey, and Jim Cornette. And then let me keep track of the pin saves here. I should have little dice down here. Do that. Jason is good with spoilers. Okay. Powers of Pain retained in that third fall. Oh my God! Salvador. My very, very best to your mom. Jay Irish is staying home, but my very, very best to your mom. Yes, Jay Irish, I agree. I hope mom has a speedy recovery. She doesn't know me, but tell her that all of Hollywood Elite Wrestling is thinking nothing but the best. That is, I can't even imagine. So, thinking nothing but the best. No joking around. All right. Who's gonna start here? All right, I'll let the chat decide. Who starts? Who starts for Powers of Pain? Who starts for Midnight Express? First people to respond in the chat, those will be our starters. Oh, Salvador, I'm so sorry to hear that. Cornette. Jason is saying Cornette. All right, that was first. So we just need a starter for the Powers of Pain. Barbarian. All right, we'll do it. Barbarian. and Jim Cornette. All right, here we go. This is your main event, ladies and gentlemen, for Survivor Series. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. Look at that. Jim Cornette's going to start things off and tries a body slam, and Barbarian reverses it into a shoulder breaker. Oh, no. Down 3. You better believe Cornette's going to try and tag out. Needs a 6 or less. 7. Doesn't happen. Barbarian, big boot to the face. The crowd is loving this. Down 3. Cornette is going to roll out of the ring. Oh, no. Object like a steel chair. Okay, we're not going to have DQs in this. So, although, I'll leave it up to you. Do you think we should have DQs? Seeing this roll. Because maybe this was Cornette's plan. I just would hate all 3 falls or whatever to end with a DQ. But I will leave it up to the first person in the chat who says DQs, yes or no. I tend to think no, but listen, Hollywood Elite Wrestling is your fan. Yes, he uses the racket, and yes, DQs. This will take forever otherwise. All right, so Barbarian has to roll his DQ. So 5 or less, he is not DQ'd, and he's going to roll on level 3 offense. Death jump, climbs up to the top. The opponent blasts you with a clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Out of the ring, tosses Cornette out of the ring. He crawls helplessly back in. Barbarian with a diving headbutt on Jim Cornette. Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey are like, what did we do? What did we do? Cornette's going to try and tag out. He is not able to do it. Barbarian tags in Warlord. Warlord with the big +2 headbutt here. All right, so they're going to use 1 pin save here. And let's see. Bobby Eaton's going to run in to try a pin save. But he is stopped by the partner. We got to roll the pin. So this is Barbarian covering Jim Cornette. And it is a +2. So the target will be... Wait, what is happening there? Did you guys see? You guys seeing this? His pin is a 9-6, but when I rolled it, it was an 8-5. All right, I'm just making a note. I am so sorry. I'm going to take a screen capture of this. All right. So, yeah, Jim Cornette is gone. Jim Cornette is gone. So the first fall, sorry. Where did that go? Here it is. Oops. Let me get rid of this. I don't need that. First fall is Warlord. So Barbarian came in. Barbarian covers Cornette with after the power headbutt. And no, there are more falls. Okay, here we go. Yes, we will add a deciding fall. Okay, so Jim Cornette is gone. And we're going to say Bobby Eaton charges in there to go against Barbarian. So we'll roll for initiative. And Bobby Eaton gets it. He is fired up. Fist drop 2. It's an agility move. He has the agility, so it will work. Dazed 1. Bobby Eaton follows it up with another fist drop on Barbarian. Barbarian reverses it. And he rolls a clothesline, but it's an agility move. Bobby Eaton throws Barbarian into the ropes, uses one of his specialty moves and goes in for the kill. Bobby Eaton rolling on level 3. There it is, Dark Side. And let's see, when teaming with Dennis Condrey, use Midnight Massacre +3. So Warlord is going to try a pin save here. No, stopped. All right, so here we go. This is a +3 move. The target is 6. The roll is 9 +1. Now at 1 fatigue. Bobby Eaton going to tag in Dennis Condrey. Oh, wait, Dennis Condrey is already in. He's going to do a face first leg sweep. Warlord again going to try a pin save here. And no, stop by opponent. Roll your pin. So the target here is going to be 4. The roll is a 9. Dennis Condrey, not going to throw him out of the ring. He's going to roll up instead, hit an atomic drop. Hurt 2. Dennis Condrey, choke on ropes 2 on Barbarian. Barbarian reverses it on level 1. Backbreaker onto partner 3. Tag. So Warlord is now in. And Dennis Condrey is rolling on level 3 defense. He's going to try and tag out to Bobby Eaton. Not able to do it. And Warlord rolls on level 3. Sidewalk slam 3 on Dennis Condrey. Hurt 2. Oops, ignore that one. Rolling on level 2. I clicked level 3. Into the ropes. Throws Dennis Condrey into the ropes. The opponent gets you in. Roll again on this chart. Which wrestler is more powerful? That's going to be Warlord. He's going to roll on level 2 offense. And choice F. Gonna go for the power move. This will work on a 7 or less. Can he do it? 5. It works. Dennis Condrey in trouble. Hurt 2. Warlord continuing here. Another choice F. And gonna go for the power move again. 7 or less. Able to do it again. Dennis Condrey in trouble. Hurt 2. Warlord high back body drop 2. Down 3. Warlord follows that up. Gonna throw him out of the ring. And, oh no, he might be counted out here. He is not counted out, but he gets 1 fatigue token, and Warlord follows that up with a stalling body slam 2. Hurt 2. Dennis Condrey going to try and tag out to Bobby Eaton. Able to do it. Here comes Bobby Eaton. Wait, and we have... They each have 1 pin save. Bobby Eaton, choice B. And his turnbuckle is an A. He's going to go for the agility move. This will work on a 10 or less. And the roll is a 10. It works on level 2. Warlord hurt 2. Bobby Eaton spinning at neckbreaker, choice E. Wait, Powers of Pain use both of their pin saves. Okay. And they don't... We're in this. Sorry. I got this paper out to keep notes. And I'm not keeping notes. Choice E. Charts. Choice E. Going to go for the agility move. This will work on an 11 or less. I think he's probably going to be able to do it. Just barely. He is able to do it. Warlord is down. Bobby Eaton follows it up with a... not going to follow it up with a death jump. He's going to roll up. He's going to try a vertical suplex. 2. And Warlord reverses it on level 1. Front face lock 1 on Bobby Eaton. Dazed 1. Going to try and tag out. Get the momentum back. Not able to do it. Warlord into the turnbuckle goes Bobby Eaton. And crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. High back body drop on Bobby Eaton. Hurt 2. Warlord follows that up with a leg drop on Bobby Eaton. Down 3. Eaton's going to leave the ring. He grabs Warlord, pulls him out of the ring, throws him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, rolls on level 3 offense. Not going to throw him out of the ring, but we'll do a spinning... we'll do the spinning neck breaker agility-wise. Again, this will work on an 11 or less. Rolls a 5. It does work. Warlord down, tag 3, leave the ring. Warlord is going to bail out of the ring, and he crawls helplessly back in. Bobby Eaton rolls on level 3. There's the Alabama Jam. In tag matches, this is not a finisher. And Warlord rolls on level 3, down 3, tag. He's going to try and tag out. Not able to do it. Bobby Eaton rolls on level 3. There is Dark Side. So this is going to be the what is it? Midnight Massacre. They do not have any pin saves left. So this is going as a +3 move. The target is 7. The roll a 6. So Dennis Condrey pins Warlord after the Midnight Massacre. And Dennis Condrey pins the Warlord after Midnight Massacre. And let's see. Jim Cornette is eliminated. Warlord is eliminated. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to leave them up, but I'm going to turn them, the people who have been eliminated, turn to stats. And I'm going to say the ref did not allow Jim Cornette to stay at ringside. He had to leave. All right, so this is going to be Barbarian versus Dennis Condrey to start this round off. Ring the bell here. Ooh, they both roll a 4. One more. 9 and 11. Dennis Condrey gets the initiative here. Double thrust to throat, but it is a power move, and Barbarian has that power. Not going to throw him into the turnbuckle. Going to roll backbreaker on to partner, but his tag partner isn't there. I'm gonna let Mr. Fuji complete the move, but now Mr. Fuji's in the ring. So that will be a move that works, but Mr. Fuji is in. Hurt 2. Fuji is in. Body slam 2. I'm going to say he trained enough with the powers of pain to help know their moves. Dennis Condrey, though, reverses it. Assisted abdominal stretch 3. Bobby Eaton, now the legal man. Mr. Fuji in trouble, and he is at a hurt 2. Bobby Eaton tosses Mr. Fuji into the ropes. One of his special media opponent goes in for the kill on level 3 offense. Oh, no, there it is. The Midnight Massacre. So here we go. Barbarian going to try a pin save. And is he going to be able to do it? Your tag partner saves you and breaks the referee's count. Add 1 to your pin rating. And he is now at 1 fatigue. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. There's the Alabama Jam, not a finisher in a tag team match. Down 3, Fuji is going to run as fast as he can out of the ring. The referee may disqualify you. Roll your DQ. He throws some salt in Bobby Eaton's face. He is not disqualified. He throws Bobby Eaton back in. Now he's going to do one successful move in order to tag out on offense. Out of the ring. He throws Bobby Eaton out of the ring. And, oh, no, the opponent comes out. You grab him and smash him in the announcer. Oh, no, Bobby Eaton might get disqualified now. He is not. He's going to roll on level 3 offense. There's a top rope elbow on Mr. Fuji, and they're rolling the pin. Here we go. Here's the second pin save. And, yeah, he saves it again, but they have no more pin saves. And Fuji's now at 2 fatigue. Holy cow. Bobby Eaton's going to tag in Dennis Condrey. And there is a Brainbuster Choice G. So that'll be a death jump, or he's going to go for the power move because it'll work on a 10 or less. The roll's a 3. It works. Mr. Fuji in trouble. Hurt 2. Mr. Fuji desperately needs to make that tag. Into the ropes goes Mr. Fuji. Big specialty move. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. A backbreaker on Mr. Fuji. He is down. He's going to try and tag out 6 or less. Not able to do it. And Dennis Condrey, again, choice G. And he's going to go for the death jump this time. Climbs up to the top. Leaps off. Big flying clothesline. And Dennis Condrey will roll on level 3. Not going to throw him out of the ring. He's going to roll up instead and just choke him on the ropes for a bit. Mr. Fuji trying to make the tag. Not able to do it. Dennis Condrey follows it up by throwing Mr. Fuji into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Condrey rolls on level 2. Choke on the ropes. And hurt 2. Tags in Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton with a vertical suplex on Mr. Fuji, and he is down. Bobby Eaton with the Alabama Jam. Only a 3, not a finishing move. But there we go. Rolls the pin. Barbarian could be by himself here. Here we go. There's no pin saves left. And the target is 7. The roll's a 9. I don't know how he does it. Fuji able to kick out. And Bobby Eaton rolls on level 3. There's the Alabama Jam again. And he is still down. Bobby Eaton not going to throw him out of the ring. Going to roll up instead. Vertical suplex 2 on Mr. Fuji. Hurt 2. Can he make the tag? Can he do it? No, he cannot. Bobby Eaton with a stinging right hand to Mr. Fuji. Hurt 2. Bobby Eaton continues. There's the divorce court on Mr. Fuji. Hurt 2. Look at Fuji fighting back. Into the ropes goes Mr. Fuji. And he comes off the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Rolls on level 2 offense. Spinning neckbreaker, choice E. And going to go for the agility move. This will work on an 11 or less. The roll, an 8. It works. Mr. Fuji is down. Bobby Eaton, there's the Alabama Jam again. Not a finisher. Hurts 2. Tags in Dennis Condrey. It's like, Dennis, you take care of him. Fuji drops down. Roll again on this chart. Going into the ropes. The wrestler with the better ropes rating, that is going to be Dennis Condrey. He's going to roll on level 3 offense. And there is a shoulder power slam on Mr. Fuji. And Mr. Fuji's rolling. The target 8. The roll exactly an 8. And Mr. Fuji has been eliminated after a shoulder power slam. And let's see. That was Dennis Condrey beats Mr. Fuji. Shoulder power slam. Pin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Powers of Pain. This is it. This is a must-win for the Barbarian because he is now in there against the Midnight Express by himself. So we're gonna say Barbarian's gonna start with Dennis Condrey. We will roll for initiative in what could be the final fall, but we shall see. These guys have some fatigue on them. If I'm remembering correctly, yeah, Condrey has 1, and Eaton has 0, but Condrey has 1. So, but Condrey's going to start things off here with a takedown and rub face to mat. Barbarian powers out of that. Look at the power there into the turn, but no, he's going to roll on level 1. Hit some karate chops on Dennis Condrey. Dennis Condrey's going to duck those karate chops and choke Barbarian on the ropes. Barbarian's going to throw him off and lock in the nerve pinch on Dennis Condrey. Dennis Condrey reverses it on level 2. Throws Barbarian into the ropes. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Again, going to throw him into the ropes. Tries a sunset flip. Barbarian catches him in a pinning combination. All right, they're going to try a pin save here. They're going to use their first pin save of this fall. Your tag partner comes into the ring, breaking up the pin. Add 1 to your pin rating. The referee is distracted by your partner and escorts them out onto the ring apron. While this is happening, your opponent and their tag partner, well, we'll fudge that. The opponent covers you again. Roll your pin. So here we go. The target 5. The roll is 6. Dennis Condrey almost lost it there, and Barbarian is in control. The fans are loving this. Death jump. Here goes Barbarian. Climbs up to the top. Flying clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Big boot to the face on Dennis Condrey. Hurts 2. Barbarian with a press slam. He's got the power, so that will work. But no, Dennis Condrey slips out the back, reverses it with a gut wrench suplex on the Barbarian. And Barbarian is hurt. Dennis Condrey following it up with an atomic drop, and that's going to be rolling his pin. So the target here is actually going to be 5. There's no one to make a pin save. The target 5, the roll a 7, and now at 3 fatigue, Dennis Condrey going to tag in Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton comes in with a top rope elbow on Barbarian. No one for him to tag to. He is in trouble. Gonna try a death jump here. Big clothesline from the top. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. And another death jump. Climbs up to the top again. The opponent, but Barbarian recovers, throws him off, and he's going to roll on level 3 offense. Big boot to the face on Bobby Eaton. Hurt 2. Barbarian, what a comeback this is. Press slam 2 on Bobby Eaton. And Bobby Eaton going to try and make the tag. He needs a 6 or less, not able to do it. Barbarian rolls on level 2 with a power slam on Bobby Eaton. Down 3. Bobby Eaton's going to roll out of the ring. And the referee comes out, warns him to stop. Barbarian shoves the ref. He may be disqualified. He is not disqualified. He's going to roll on level 3 offense. And he is going to try a death jump going up to the top. Big clothesline from the top. Barbarian, another death jump going up again. And better agility rating. That is going to be Bobby Eaton. And he will roll on level 3 offense. Oh, no, there it is. There's Dark Side. So this is Midnight Massacre plus 3. The target 9. The roll 10. Barbarian just able to kick out Dennis Condrey. Now the legal man. And he tries a face-first leg sweep. Is this it? The target is 7. The roll is 5. Wow, what a finish that was. And so Dennis Condrey takes out the Barbarian with the face-first leg sweep. I'm not gonna say it was a 5-star match, but I will give it a solid 4-star match. I'm not gonna count up all those tokens. But now here's the thing: are the Midnight Express are the Midnight Express in line for another rematch title shot, or not? Because the Powers of Pain beat them in 2 out of 3 falls, but they got a victory here. So I guess we'll see what Cornette has to say about that. Let's reload the page here. Let me see what folks are saying. Did Fuji do a 5K before the event? I need a surprise run-in by, I don't know who that is, Talio Khan. Is that like one of their alter egos? I don't know who that is. Pete M said, in my Fed, I've played 2 20-man battle royals, and oddly enough, Barbarian has won them both. He is going to come back and win this. So much for that. Yes, he did not win that at all. Well, this wasn't the greatest card ever in the history of Hollywood Elite Wrestling, but it was a fun card, and I thank you. Barbarian's partner in Crockett 86. See, I am slowly, when I was growing up watching wrestling, I only had WWF. So I'm slowly working my way through all the other federations and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. We will be back next week. Let's see what this did to the tag rankings. We will be back next week for some more fun. I don't know exactly what will be going on next week, but there will be something, because I am in town, so I will be able to do that. Yes, hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you to everybody who tuned in here. Jason, Jay Irish, Pete, Derek, Salvador, just my very best to your mom. My very best to your mom, please. She doesn't know us, but we're all thinking of her. And I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Tomorrow on the channel, there will be a fun video I did. It is Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, the Championship Wrestling guys, in a big stacked card against the Impact Pro guys. And the main event is another Survivor Series type match, 4-on-4. But Chad Olson picked the Impact team, and then I used the 4 new cards that I just made in as the Championship Wrestling team. And then I was like, you know what, I could just do this one match, but it might be fun to fill out a whole card. So that is coming to you tomorrow. I want to thank all of you for being here again. Again, Salvador, just my very best to your whole family. And I will see you very soon for another live stream. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We